So I just activated this lantern, and suddenly this happened. I am Little Grim. No, that's not related to the lantern. I just changed the skin. Previously, this was my skin, the little hornet one. For today, we are going to play, because I thought it was a cute skin, as Grim. We are Little Grim, and the first thing I want to do is check out all of my spells. I'm gonna go, oh my god, wait, hold on, I need to see that again. Wow, those bats. Oh my god, if I dash, there's like these nightmare essence particles. Oh my god, I love this. Okay, let's do some spells. Yo, that's a big old bat. Oh my god. This fucking skin is amazing. I already love it. Oh, look, my charms are back to normal. That's good. Because I was getting very confused with those. So this is what they normally look like, obviously. So today, let me actually, because I've written down on a note the plan. So we still need to fully complete the Howling Cliffs, Crossroads, Queen's Gardens, Crystal Peak, Greenpath, City of Tears, Fog Canyon, Fungal Wastes, Deepnest, the Kingdom's Edge, the Resting Grounds, and then we'll do White Palace, the Ancient Basin. Then we're gonna finish everything off, the Royal Waterways. Then we get all of the endings, and then we go to Godhome. I am gonna try and do all of the things until Resting Grounds, which is all of these areas. Maybe I can also switch up the order, but I want to do Queen's Gardens before City of Tears, so I have the Love Key for Collector. I mean, simply said, we're pretty much just gonna do all of the areas except for some. We're gonna do most of the areas, starting with Howling Cliffs. So let me take a look, because I have a map next to me with shit that I still need in this area. So I will probably insert a picture of the map that I have, that I'm looking at. So we've done Gorb already. I've gotten that vessel fragment in the Stag Nest. I activated the Nightmare Lantern. I still need to get Joni's Blessing, Cyclone Slash, and then the Grub and Baller Shell. Maybe we'll work our way down to Greenpath and then Queen's Gardens in that order. What may also be useful is that we actually go and get the Grim thing as well. Grimchild, to see if possibly there is something changed there. I highly doubt it though. We'll get Cyclone Slash first actually. Teach me the way of Cyclone Slash. Who's this strange character he's fighting? I have no idea who that is. It isn't me. Yeah, that isn't changed. Okay, Cyclone Slash. Not really that useful in that many scenarios. I mainly prefer Great Slash. And yes, you have to bow to the Nail Arts Masters. Let's first go to Dirtmouth and get Grimchild as well. So many of you have probably seen this, but this is new. And Elderbug is horrified by that. So first of all, let's go in the small tent. So this character, and I'm gonna be very careful to talk to her. So she smells something. If you talk to her, like, I think it's, how many times is it? Like 8 times, she snatches away your fragile charms. I think she asks which one you want to give, so... But I'm afraid of losing one of my fragile charms. So she snatches that away, and she can make those unbreakable. So that if you die, your charms don't break, essentially, and you don't have to get them repaired at Leg Eater. Which costs, like, I think it's 10,000, 12,000... 15,000 in total. In total, it's 36,000 geo you need to make your fragile charms unbreakable. And because we're on Steel Soul, that is literally useless. So maybe I'll do that. Hello, Grim. Your lost child has returned. Oh, I love this. I'm Grim, the master of this troop. So because we lit the lantern, and there's some lore about that as well, which I will explain at the end of this. A fine stage you choose, kingdom followed by worm and root, perfect earth upon which our ritual shall take place. So because I lit the lantern, I am now committed to this and I am part of their ritual. Their ritual is to feast on nightmares of fallen kingdoms. I need to collect all those flames and then go back to Grim. I need to do that twice to get to the first Grim fight, and then I can do that one more time to get to the Nightmare King Grim fight, which I have to do. So the idea is that you know the corpse in the Howling Cliffs that we struck. Oh, maybe you don't know because I didn't leave that in the video. I'll go back there. So I went here. Corpse of a large bug, which looks like a part of the Grimkin troop. So I dream nailed this, Nightmare Essence came out, then this thing spawned, then I hit it and the flame started going. So that's how you start the troop. So presumably one of the guys of the Grim troop went to Hallownest, which is now a desolate kingdom, and if someone would struck that lantern and summon the troop can perform their ritual in this fallen kingdom. So how that whole process works, I don't actually know. I don't think anyone knows. But that's how it starts, essentially. And that's going to evolve throughout this playthrough. Ah! Why did he jump so far? I love this place. Oh my god, look at it. Joni's blessing. There it is. Oh. Yeah. I need to get to 2,400 essence, so all of the essence I can get, I'll take. And yes, you can quote me on that. Every single essence drop I can get, I'll take. Hello. Is this? Yeah. The fucking one geo chest. Which is a trap. 2 boulders. Oh god, this is gonna take forever, isn't it? Boulder shell. Oh, what? Okay, so that is the entirety of Howling Cliffs. Now I want to get to Greenpath. Oh, I can't enter the Queen's Gardens from Greenpath. Right, I kind of forgot about that. Okay, so we'll enter the Queen's Gardens from Fog Canyon, which is fine, because then we can also do a Dreamer. Okay, let's go to Greenpath. So there's actually some, I think this is canon lore. Oh my god, those guys die easily. I think there's some canon lore on why every creature here has Geo. So these guys were protectors of Greenpath. They had actually a night function. So presumably they, I assume, got paid for that. For some reason. But all those like little crawly bugs, why do they hold Geo? Like this guy, why does this guy, what's he gonna do with 8 Geo? So the idea, and I think this is canon, but I'm not sure, is that ever since the infection, creatures became infected. They lost their intelligence, but still kept to routine jobs like picking up Geo, which is really nice. Okay, we need to get to behind Hornet's Arena still for Shape of Fun, which brings me, this video is going to be jam-packed with lore and me explaining shit. So Shape of Fun, FYI, this corpse here is one of the vessels that also escaped the abyss, which apparently got to all the way here. Maybe he fought Hornet, I have no idea. But it's the same as the broken vessel, and we will see more corpses of that at other places. Hello, Un. Un is one of the higher beings of this world, who gives me a charm. Alright, bye. So Un's the protector of Greenpath. There are other higher beings. Un and the White Lady are like most of the good ones. Then we have the Pale King, and then we have the Radiance, the Nightmare's Hearts, the Gods of Thunders and Gods of Rain, and we have the Void Entity. All of those we are still yet to see, so that will all still come at a later moment. But the higher beings are essentially beings with better and more powers than the common bug. And there's a whole bunch of lore about all of those. I mean, the story with Un is pretty basic. He protected Greenpath and probably Queen's Gardens and Fog Canyon at some point too, based on the fact that we can see vegetation in Fog Canyon still, which at some point I presume got overrun with jellyfish. Maybe Monomon had something to do with that. I don't know. I don't remember all of the lore. I give little bits of information and see what's correct. You know, in other words, don't take my word for it. Nothing I say might be correct, but I feel like it's correct. Ah! That prick ended one of the failed recordings. He ended that. That's one of the times I died to... I think... I need to make cohesive sentences. That plant fucked up one of my recordings for multiple reasons. I mean, I fucked up the recording, first of all. But that plant ended that recording. You know, I was talking about the recording where audio wasn't recording. That prick ended that Steel Soul run. Okay, let's go get Great Slash. Can I do the God Jump, which is not... Ooh, egg! Yes, we get another egg. Okay, cool. 400 easy geo. Ow. Can I do the God Jump, which is not really that difficult? Yes, I can. Now that I saw that, it's really not that hard. This guy looks a lot like the other guy, because they are all brothers. I think, at least. Maybe these guys are not brothers. I don't actually know. There's the Great Slash. This is the slash that I use the most, especially in, like, the Colosseum. I barely use that in the map itself, but in the Colosseum, having some damage like this happen, which also, oh my god, looks very nice. Yep, I love those. Okay. What's next? We can get Thorns of Agony and then some grubs. Oh, and No Eyes. And the story behind No Eyes is fucking creepy, which I will share. There it is. Thorns of Agony. Okay, so... Oh, there's a flame here. Okay, cool. Let's do that as well. This is why Great Slash is useful, by the way. Because a lot of damage. There it is. Right, that's one. Okay, so this grub. And then there is one. I think I already got the one in the area of Cornifer, but I have to check now. So I'm pretty sure I already got the one. Do I want to check? No, I'm gonna leave that one. I'm pretty sure I already got it. The story behind No Eyes, or why she has no eyes, is she wanted to protect her children. And what she did was, because when the infection came, everyone was blinded by the light, and to prevent that, she stabbed out the eye of her children while singing their favorite lullaby. And then she did it to herself so she wouldn't be infected. So, can you imagine this song? My child, can you still see? Please don't hurt me. Can't sleep with your eyes open, little one. Can't dream if you're still breathing, little one. Precious, precious children, you speak such loathsome things as you sleep. Your claws scratch and scrape. Precious children, a monster has come for us in the dark. Will you sing for me? I think that's the lyrics, I guess, to her song. But can you just imagine her murdering her children and then stabbing her own eyes out to this song? Ah, God! It's horrifying! I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Okay, thank God. That didn't take too long. Good God. I don't actually know why these guys are... Oh, their eyes closed at last. I felt the warm stillness falling over us. God. I hate it. It is so creepy. There it is. 200 good old lessons. And there is my precious mask shard. I really like this skin, which is very creepy. I feel like Ed Gein probably said things like that as well. God, I cannot leave that in. Good God. Well, if I ever say I can't leave that in, that's a guarantee I leave that in the video. I don't think I've ever got something out where I said I can't leave that in. Ah! Okay, cool. So that's no eyes. We go left to... I don't know. I saw some shit left. Oh, is this Mossy boy? Yes! Mossy, hello. The bush guy. Ooh, can I even time this? What? He has 4... That took 5 hits. That's it? Oh my god, okay. So his HP does not change according to the nail you have. Okay. So that I have to open up so I can go through here in Queen's Gardens. If I ever have to go through here. And apparently there is also a vessel fragment here. Yes. Oh, that's the first vessel. Okay. Ooh, I like that. I like how the the HUD is covering the geo count. Good feature. Wait, is that all of Greenpath? I think so. Okay, let's go to Fog Canyon then. I want to get a lot of geo into the bank in Millabel just in case I lose it. Because especially in Steel Soul, it's a scary thing, obviously. Yeah, I think, you know what? Maybe let's just put 2,000 in there. But yeah, especially since I died, I think I want to... I definitely want to open up a bank account. Yeah. So I think the best thing to do, I feel like this is the most safe, is to put in... To put in just everything, I feel like. Yeah. We'll first make a pit stop at Willow. Because Willow is an interesting character. Hello, Willow. This character looks a lot like the guys that are in front of the Grim tents. He even has a red tent, but there is no... He doesn't even say nothing, like... I think... Does this give any clues? This is just a seal. Why is there a dead bug here? Please, not food. Do you say anything about the Grim troop? Or, time to get out. Yep, time to get out. Okay, Grim Troop member or not, guess we will never know. I don't want to get eaten. I'm gonna sell my relics. And then we'll go to Millabel, we'll put that on the bank. Ah! This feels like a good, safe decision. I think it might not be a bad idea to put on just everything. Just everything that I still can. There it is. 5,000, 4,500. I want to get into Crossroads. So that from Crossroads I can go to Fog Canyon. Because that's the easiest access point to get to everything I need. We can check on Myla if I want. Yeah. I hear her still mining. That's good. Hello. Aye! Myla? Oh no. Okay, well, good shit. Yeah, Myla fucking dies. Alright. This is just a geofarm location, to be fair. Well, that was easy. That was a lot less worse than I was expecting. And there it is, glowing womb. That is different, oh my god. Okay, let's do... Oh, failed champion, actually. Who's another difficult fight. I don't think, to be fair, that Grimchild is gonna be the right charm for that, but whatever. This opening in the thing, in the arena that I did before, I didn't go through, but that would get you in here at the end. Yeah, I already heard them. It's fucking maggots. Okay, failed champion, difficult fight. If he jumps back, he's gonna slap. If he jumps forward, he's gonna not slap. He's gonna smash. Okay. I just want to get him stunned once, because there's actually... Yes, okay, there's a technique to get to full soul and full HP every single time. It is Dream Nail, and then hit his armor instead of his head. That gets us to full HP. And then I can probably spam some shrieks and some spells. Those last two didn't do jack shit, I know that already. There it is, okay, cool. So, Dream Nail, you can Dream Nail or heal twice if you're fast. But it's mainly a Dream Nail, heal, or Dream Nail hits, heal hits, that sort of a scenario. Ow. Like I said before, those rocks can be hit back at him. Not that that does a whole lot of damage, but whatever. Thank God for Shade Soul, or Shade Cloak. Okay, I think that's it, right? Right? No? Oh, he still needs to fall to the ground. Yeah, okay. Cool, so this fight wasn't that bad at all. Thank God. That used to be a very, very difficult fight. Nice! First try. I actually never read... When I saw that knight sleeping safe in his big armored shell, I just wanted it. Huh. Interesting. I like that the failed champion is what this maggot is in his dreams. Not the actual thing. Not the false knight. Nice, there it is, okay. Cool, so that's convenient. Okay, still brooding Moloch. And then we are done. Pretty much done with Crossroads. Which is already 3 areas. I'm flying through this a lot faster than I thought. So this boss you can actually do before even getting to False Knight. You can do this boss before anything. Pretty much. You can start the game and instantly go here. Based on the fact, at least, that you do... Wait, I'm not going to use double jump. I'm going to use base abilities. If you do... Without the dash. If you do that, then you can get here at the earliest possible moment. I don't need to look down. Actually, I'm looking up, bitches. Well, look at how little... Wow, why does the camera not move there at all? So, lore about brooding Moloch. Why is he brooding? Because all of his friends are dead, that's why. Now question, how fast does this fight go if you have Descending Dark? Pretty fast, okay. That went well. Okay, so this secret passage is also a way into Fog Canyon. Which normally you only find out about that the other way around, but not if you have a map. This is the Splody room. So a good tip for this is to down pogo these guys into the liquid so they don't boomerang back. And to use spells in a smart way, as in. Okay, as in. There are 2 ways here. You either go the short way, to which you're bound to take damage, or the long way, which is left. But if you do a Descending Dark, you get some invincibility, and you don't have to do the long way. There it is, charm notch obtained. So we've already got the overgrown mound. Under that is Queen's Gardens. The next room at that is also Queen's Gardens. We have Millabelle the Banker. We only need the Teacher's Archives. I currently am to the left of where the area says Greenpath. Or to the right of that. Can I use... Ooh, they actually have Dream Dialogue? Okay. Why do you have such specific Dream Dialogue in a separate box? All of these others just have... Why does that one have it in a box? All of these other ones have it just normally. They all say Monomon. That one is like drained. Fog Canyon definitely screwed over a run as well. Yeah, the first recording sessions didn't go too well, I'm gonna be honest. So strange that Quirrell's... I didn't need to heal. Quirrell's mask seems familiar. Quirrell was a student of Monomon, and Monomon entrusted Quirrell with that thing, with that mask. Now there are also other guards before we actually get to Monomon. We can just waltz in. One of those guards, or apart from all of these jellyfish, is the King of Jellyfish, which is this guy. Uwu. Or no, sorry, Umu. I despise this fight. He's so slow. Glad we got like 2 hits in. Pop him open. Nice! The 2 cycle! That's the fastest I've ever done that. Oh my god. First dreamer. And that is Quirrell's purpose done. He will now go live in this world happily ever after, while I absorb the power of the dreamer and destroy its seal. So obviously I've already said that the dreamers weren't always dreamers. They were asked by the Pale King to contain the infection. And Monomon, like I said before, was wise, he knew what he was doing. Quirrell and Umu protect Monomon. And that is basically all the lore there is to Monomon the teacher. All these data things, I have no idea what that is about. That's just additional information. It paints a bigger picture. But I don't know a full, like, story behind that. Where's this next flame? Crystal Peak, right? Yeah, I'm not doing Crystal Peak anytime soon. Alright, goodbye, Grimchild. We will see each other soon again. So that is Fog Canyon all the way done. Let's maybe go back and get my Geo. Hello, Millibel. Hello? Huh? What? No, okay, so I'm kidding. I know about this, but that was pretty much my initial reaction the first time that happened. Because she doesn't steal your Geo right away. She steals it only when you put 2,550 on there. Then she steals it. For some reason. Luckily, there is a way we can get that Geo back. And we are going to do that right now. And the reason specifically why I did this, because I didn't just do this, haha, lol, funsies, let's waste a simple key. I did this with a purpose. Millibel is in a certain area, an area of pleasure, one might say. There's actually interest you gain on this, hilariously enough. As in, you get, I think it's like 1.5, like 150% you get back from the how much you put in. So some bugs, because they Poggy Thorax. Yeah, so some bugs, I need all of the essence I can get. Some bugs after the infection hid away and resorted to cannibalism, as we can see right here. So Millibel steals your money. If you put in 4,500, you get more Geo back. Let's first go here to Marissa. I like this. You know what else I like? Every essence counts! Die, Marissa! I guess she's already dead. Hello! Yeah, bye, Millibel. I am beating you up for all your worth, and I'm very curious how much money I'm gonna get back. I hope it's gonna be more than 4,500. Yeah, you give me my damn money back, you fucking woman! You stole my goddamn money, you're getting it back! Now let's see what we get in addition to that. Seemingly quite a lot. Oh my god. Oh, I think that's it. Yep, she ain't dropping anymore. I didn't see how much that was in the end, but I feel like that was something 6,000 or 7,000. So that's a thing. Now I drew the pleasure house on my map and I like it. Okay, so now let's finally go back to where I wanted to go, which is Queen's Gardens. So many detours. So now we have 9,000 Geo. Actually, it may not be a bad idea to go back to Salubra right now, to be fair. Yeah, we'll make a quick pit stop for getting Grimchild, getting all of the shops, essentially. Getting... Oh, Bretta's here! Yay! Hello, Bretta! Oh, I love it! Bretta starts blushing. So good. There it is. Alright. Cool, so that's 3 flames, and I can immediately do the next thing in Grim's tent as well. That gave me 360, alright. 320?! That's the lowest it's ever been. Those eggs always give me a little bit less than I expected. Oh! Every essence counts! Didn't even listen to his dialogue. Got it. Alright, Lifeblood Heart, yes, I'll take it. Long Nail, yes, I'll take it. Steady Body. I'll take it, I guess. And the Charm Notch. That's exactly what I need. Alright. I need to get 13 more charms. And then I can get Salubra's Blessing. Now what I'm also gonna do is see if Quirrell... Because normally Quirrell at the end of his purpose, he rests here. Yes. Alright. Hello, Quirrell. Here at last I feel at peace. I can sit with Grimchild. I can sit with Quirrell. Because from this point on, Quirrell dies and disappears. He doesn't leave Hallownest and he is never seen again after this. That's the last moment we have with Quirrell. But on the other hand, that is the entire Quirrell saga that I wanted to show off. Which I guess he doesn't do much, he's just an NPC that walks around here. But that's the entire Quirrell saga done, I suppose. Hello. Where did he go? Oh, okay. My child hasn't been upgraded. I'm gonna say, if I ever have a kid and he grows up, every birthday I'm gonna be, my child has been upgraded. Alright, so that is the child. Where are the new flames? One in King's Pass, we'll definitely get that one. We'll get the one in King's Pass right now, actually, because I'm not coming back to that ever. There it is, okay. Let's finally go to Queen's Gardens now. After Queen's Garden, it might hilariously not be a bad idea to do Deepnest already, so that is over with. Which means we're getting another Dreamer pretty soon right after. Oh, hello, Cloth! Shit, I didn't know you were here, okay. Oh, wait, I just remembered something. We may have a wrap on Cloth pretty soon as well. I cannot forget the love key. The whole reason I'm here is so I can get love key earlier so that the enemies show up earlier. Love key. Cool, so that's what I needed for Collector. Okay, let's actually go all the way to the other end as well. And get that bench and then we'll work our way back up. And then we can do a quit out to the bench, not when we're dying. I don't want to put any more guys on my thumbnail. That was awful last week. I don't want to do it again. Oh. And they made this lovely little scenario for me to just sit on. Look at this. Oh, and a little speaker comes down. Oh, I love this. Whoops. Aha, so you guys trap me in here and think you can defeat me? Well, you don't know me. I am the Hollow. I am the Hollow Knight. I am very hollow. The corpses come back to life. Okay, I'm getting a bit decimated. Never mind. Never mind. I take it back. Let me out! Trader Lord. It's gonna be a scary, scary boss. Because he deals double damage. Alright. Secret, hidden, difficult grub here. So we do this. I found it easier to do a cancel there for some reason. Then we do this. You shoot a spell forward, because that works better. You cancel and do a double jump up. That's all. But then to get down, you do that. Oh my god, first try. I struggled with that for a while the first time. Now that I think about it, we're not going to be in this fight alone, which is good. I mean, good. Oh, fuck. Yes. Cloth to the rescue. Okay. So technique. Dash back and forth like this. Every time he jumps, every time he dashes, just keep doing that. Your shade dash refreshes in time. And, you know, Cloth is here too. She's having a good old time. She's not doing a whole lot. But she's here. Moral supports. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Ow. And that is it. Both the Trader Lords and unfortunately Cloth defeated. No! Cloth, my beloved! How could you? But I think... Oh, wait, hold on. No. Before we leave... Every essence counts! Thank you, Claude, for that one essence in the 1,328. Then the next thing Other than the Traitor Lord, which I didn't even talk about yet. You know the 4 Mantis Lords? Or the 3 Mantis Lords, then 1 tower was broken off. The Mantis, or the Traitor Lord, is the brother of the 3 sisters. The 3 sisters of battle, so to speak. And he willingly took in the infection because he thought he would be stronger. He failed at that and he was cast out. So that's that thing. Cloth being here to help is just another NPC interaction. Then we have Drya. Drya is one of the 5 Great Knights, who's this character, who swore to protect the White Lady, who then died at some point, probably because of all of the Mantis corpses that lay here. And the White Lady is one of the 5, or one of the, not 5 Great Knights, one of the higher beings, who with the help of the Pale King created all of the vessels and cast them down into the abyss. So this essentially is my mother. And she, after the vessel thing, she felt so bad that she came here and stayed here and protected the Queen's Gardens, holding this white fragment until maybe the kingdom could be saved. So this thing used to walk around. The gendered child? Oh, yeah, because all of the vessels are genderless. But the gendered child is the daughter of Hera and the Pale King being Hornet. Which I faced at this point because I got the King's Brand. So after the vessel thing, she came here because she pretty much felt bad about all of it. And she stayed here holding the white fragment until maybe a vessel could come along and protect or save the kingdom. That's the lore behind the White Lady, behind Drya. There's not much known about Drya other than she's called Drya the Fierce. All about Cloth, all about the Traitor Lord. So a lot of stuff in like 2 minutes. And I'm gonna have to start removing shit off of the checklist of lore that I wanted to say. So this thing in the background is probably a creature that actually walked around in Hollow Nest. I don't know how, but I like it. So I'm gonna do something on purpose to showcase to my girlfriend what killed her at some point. She got all the way here. I remember this death very well. She got here, fell back down on 1 HP, and she died, got stun locked here, and died because of this guy. That's how my girlfriend died here at some point. I remember that, and she... How do I say this? My girlfriend's very insecure about her gaming skills in general, and she thinks that every time I'm gonna be mad when she dies in a video game. I'm not the type of guy who's gonna be like, "What the fuck are you doing, you stupid idiot?" No, I'm gonna be like, "Oh my god, you got the grub," which was 2 jumps away, which is easy, but I like that you got it. Like, I'm... Not to be too arrogant, but I feel like I am fairly supportive on that. And that death is no different. It's like, I like seeing you die in this game, because it means you're learning. Like, that shit won't happen again, probably, I guess. Hollow Knight is a difficult game, let's be honest, guys. So, Marmu. I'm gonna skip Marmu first because the stag station is literally right here with a bench next to it, and this shortcut that we were at way before this one. So now we essentially did a whole circle around the top. There's a White Lady, there's that big statue. Literally, it's right here. And there's no reason you need to know that, but it's so stupid that you can literally just get to Marmu in 10 seconds. Alright, let's go. I don't know the lore about Marmu. I don't really care, other than he's a ball. My tip is to get always directly beneath him, so you can literally yo-yo ball him upwards. If he comes from like a weird side angle, I dash. And if I'm scared, I do an up spell. That's it. Not a hard boss. Very easy to die to though. From here, we go down to where we were before. So we can get into Deepnest. Alright. Deepnest, I want to make as quick and efficient as possible. There's not going to be much fucking around in Deepnest. Deepnest probably at some point in development was even bigger than it is right now. Like, I'm scared of Deepnest. Secret number 1. Or secret. This room is from the Mask Maker. Is it mask or face upon the creature? In Hallownest, a difficult thing it can be to decipher. However, is this his mask or his face? It's a mask. What's going on with his eyes? Is that something the Pale King did? Also, I don't know the lore about the Mask Maker, but it's so interesting! Don't you want to know more about that? My god! I always feel that I want to know more about every lore thing ever in this game. Like, everything I've been like, oh, I don't know the exact lore on this. I know the main story. I don't know every character. And it's so in-depth and detailed, and I love it. We are getting a second Dreamer. So, something I'm gonna show is if you do this normally, as in, if you sit on this bench, you get stuck and you get locked in the Beast's Den, which is very confusing, and I don't know the area out of my head. However, if you do that, you can get the shortcuts. And we are now in the Beast's Den in a much faster way. Here's the bench. And now I have easy access by just doing this. That's all. Literally no more than that. Which you couldn't do from the beginning. First playthrough players won't do that, probably. And then all of the enemies you need to defeat is 1 Stalking Devout, which are these pricks. That's it. You need to defeat him for Hera. Hello, Mother of Hornets. Hello, mother of my half-sister, pretty much. Hera needed to be convinced, and she forced the Pale King... I mean, she didn't force the Pale King. She convinced the Pale King to have a child with her. Because she wanted a child of high blood, or whatever you want to call it. But that's the lore behind Hera, and a bit of Hornet. After the collapse of Hallownest, Hornet left and only came back at some point to protect it. Which begs questions about Silksong, which isn't out yet. When does Silksong take place? Does it take place at that moment, when Hera was conceived and left Hallownest? Or does it take place after this? I don't know. I'd not have obstructed this happening, but it caused me some pain to knowingly stand idle. We do not choose our own mothers, or the circumstance into which we are born. Despite all the ills of this world, I'm thankful for the life she granted me. Only in allowing her to pass and taking the burden of the future in her stead can I begin to repay it. I like that. I like that a lot. So there's a grub there and Weaver Song, and I'm gonna show off a secret Weaver room, which has like some sort of Vitruvian hornet thing. The Weavers is a group of people that came from... Wait, there's something on that. That came from a distant land. Hello, Big Weaver. I have no idea what the lore is behind the Big Weaver. Don't ask. So yeah, the Weavers are not from here, and they write stories in silk. So these things in the background are presumably all lore and stories, I think. Now I'm getting really deep in territory that I don't know. Okay, listen for an audio cue first. You heard that sound? That sound was from something opening, because this has a secret wall, which can lead me to this, which can get me some extra geo, which can lead me back, but also, if we do that again here, we open up another secret wall, and there it is. The secret Hornet's seal. It's the same seal that we find in the Path of Pain, which we will get to later, probably in the next episode. Are we getting into corpse bug territory? I feel like we are. Yep! Corpse bugs! Oh god! Did the skin account for this? Let us see. Yes, it did. I also just noticed the lantern I'm holding is a little flame. That is super cool. So that mysterious character there suddenly disappeared. Okay, so it changes on the Nosk sprite. That makes sense. Look at the stance I'm having before this boss fight. That's so cool. Little bow. Alright, so all of the corpses of the vessels here are vessels that climbed out of the abyss, somehow managed to get in Deepnest, and then got stuck, eaten by Nosk. You can abuse the shit out of this bottom platform here. And Nosk has basically no HP, so you can kill him up there. There he is. That's not how you're supposed to do that, but whatever. So, that's that grub. Oh, right! I completely forgot about Sot. Yeah, I need to save Sot. As much as it pains me to say, because he's gonna show up everywhere, including the Pantheon of Hollownest, I need to save him. Alright, bye Sot. So he's gonna... He's not lost. He'll find his way out of here, right? He's Zot the Mighty. Always knows where he is. Fucking Zot the Mighty. Whoever came up with the idea of an NPC called Zot the Mighty and created that thing of a character is a goddamn genius. Lore behind this area. Failed tramway. So they were initially planning on making a tram between here and maybe City of Tears or whatever, to improve the relation between Deepnest and City. That failed. Some of the workers got killed, I think. Their corpses are still at the bench that I just sat on. So yeah, like... Deepnest City relations were not good. This tramway failed and they never really picked it up again. What is happening? Oh, Jesus. Okay, so this is gonna be fun to deal with. Ah! Ah! Get out of my tram! Yeah, I immediately start with doing massive shriek damage. Followed by some quick nail hits. There it is. Okay. Quick little boss. Yeah, he's not hard at all. I'm surprised at how efficient I'm going through Deepnest, to be fair. Even though this already took me 25 minutes. It's going very well. That is probably not a real grub. Neither is that one. That one, however. And this one, yeah, also not gonna be the case. Let's fight some mimics. Die, all of you. Good. Alright, here we go. I don't know where I'm going. There's the vessel fragment. Let's go. Oh shit, we have another vessel. Nice. So maybe first thing I want to do, because I can now, is continue with City of Tears. But I'm going to do that next recording session, because I've been recording for a while. However, what I will do is I will do Collector. Because that's one of the big things that I wanted to do still. Yeah, this guy doesn't give soul, but the enemies he drops do. So those are like my little soul batteries for doing massive damage to him, essentially. That was it already? Oh my god! Shit! Oh my god! Shaman Stone and Strength. I knew Fragile Strength was good already as a charm. But I in the past slept on Shaman Stone for some reason. I wasn't like a spell user, but my god, it's so useful. Anyway, so there's 3 grubs and the Collector's map. None in there, none in there. Oh, god damn it. The one that I thought I had in Greenpath, I forgot. Classic. Cool, that's gonna be the last one I save. So the secret area that I want to show off, I think is here. Yeah. The Vitruvian Grub. Literally the Vitruvian Man from Da Vinci in grub form. 79% completion. We're gonna crank that up a little bit. Oh, hello, Lem. Yeah, so if Lem isn't in his shop, he's there looking at the statue, which I didn't know the first time around. I thought it was like a Millibel type thing. So I thought he was just gonna run off with all my relics. Oh, I see an egg. Ah! Okay, cool. At this point I need to be careful because I am forgetting that I'm on Steel Soul. And I just can't forget that too hard. I didn't open this yet! God! Okay, guess we're taking the long way around. You don't actually need double jump. There's this pogoable object, which I just destroyed. If you pogo that, you can get up here without double jump. Fun fact. Whoa, the random essence drop. That's so rare. 1 in 300, baby. Oh, I can do the floaty guy. Yes. He's feeling alright. That's what you get for having me draw you. It's a complicated sentence. Boss fight time. There is no reason you should know this. But if you don't, now you do. That lantern, dropping down the chandelier kills one of the Watcher Knights. Instead you have to fight... Instead of fighting 6, you have to fight 5. Okay. I think you can get double hits on them if they roll away. Like that! Yes! That's exactly what I wanted to do. If you shoot a fireball the same direction as they are rolling, you can get double and I think even triple hits on them. So Lurien obviously is protected by the Watcher Knights. But also, he's called Lurien the Watcher because he watches over the city from this telescope. Alright, final Dreamer. We could technically end the game right after this. We're not gonna. We're gonna keep going for a little bit. Alright. That is the final seal. The Temple of the Black Egg is now open. We actually might finish on this episode, because there is one ending, as I said before, I'm gonna show off all of the different endings. One ending I want to do when I don't have full completion yet, because otherwise I'm locked out of that. Anyway, so now we leave the spire, and then what do we do? What is there to do other than that vessel fragment? We got everything in Soul Sanctum. We don't have to go to the Nailsmith. I think we just go back to King's Station already. Wow, is that City of Tears already? My god. How are we at on completion? 81% completion. Okay, wow. 2 birds in 1 stone. Beautiful. For whatever reason, I seem to recall this as a scary one. What even hit me? What fucking hit me? I didn't see what hit me there. 31... where does this go? Is this the elevator? Okay, cool. I didn't want to, but sure. Where are we now? Oh, resting grounds. Ah, okay. While we're here, we might as well get these charms and this whole area out of the way. This is one of the 5 great knights. This one. Complaining Zamir. Alright, so she is in love with someone else on the other side of the map. I'm not gonna accept the gift yet, because it's just gonna break. She gives the delicate flower, which I have to bring all the way to the other side of the map without taking damage. Because a flower breaks on damage taking. And the Grey Mourner's always like, oh, it's one of a kind, this flower. Please bring it to the grave of the... Is this not a wall? Okay, no. She's like, oh, bring this to my love. This flower is one of a kind. I only have 1, but she has an infinite amount of flowers. Jesus Christ. I can also show off another thing, which is... And this is one of the things that's on the bucket list. The big list that I have of things I want to show off. The Shrine of Believers. So this area, which you unlock after getting, I think, 300 essence, is the Spirit's Glade. The bugs within this glade are under my watch. Treat them with respect and you may remain, but raise your nail and you'll contend with me. So if you dream nail any of these bugs, this guy, called Revik, will attack you and keep attacking you until he dies throughout this whole area, and he's not an easy guy to deal with. So I'm not gonna bother with any of these fellas. This area, because not only is there a King's Idol, but there is a hidden platform here that you can stand, and this statue cannot be dream nailed, but this one can be dream nailed. This gets me to the Shrine of Believers, which I really like. I want to listen to this. You who pry even in the most hidden of dreams, take heed. Recorded within this shrine are utterings from another world. To believe or disbelieve, the choice is yours. Ah, the Shrine of Believers. Michael Clemmer, philosopher. Matthew Gooley, 1, 2, 3, go. A hero is someone that does more than just help others in need. So this whole thing is basically quotes, I think, from the Kickstarters and people who worked on this game. Wait, I want to read this one again. Amy was a renowned writer in Hallownest. She was murdered by her own sister, Amity Linsamouth. If you see Amity, give her a hug. She hates hugs. Who, I guess this is the sister of someone else. So all of this is just things from people who worked on this game or had something to do with it. And I want to destroy all of it to get extra secret dream dialogue, moth dialogue. Yes, destruction to the shrine. Haha! Alright, so if you destroy all of them, then this moth out here, such destruction. Is this your way of honoring those who believe? When many voices gather, great or terrible things are sure to come. I like that. It's a little neat hidden area. That's definitely something I wanted to show off. It is here in the Spirit's Glade, in the resting grounds. That's pretty much all I want to show off here. I mean, I can show you what happens, I guess, if I dream nail this. So now Revok disappears. Oh my god, and she does double damage. I forgot! Get me out, get me out, get me out. Okay. Is this Dreamgate? Yes, okay. Dreamgate is the one ability that I really still wanted. So now I basically have another form of teleporting. If you're on low HP, just go under the platform. That easy. There it is. Easy fight, easy life. Yeah, let's do Delicate Flower Quest. Let's get it over with. So there is an easy way to do Delicate Flower Quests, but you have to do the trek twice. So the first run through, so to speak, you kill all the enemies, then you warp back to your dream gate, which you put right here, and then you do the trek again, but now no enemies are in the way. Alright, so I need to bring this to Lemire. Okay, so the trek begins. Okay, this is the most nerve-wracking part, and yes, I have lost runs to this. Okay, good. Jesus Christ. Thank you. This mantis, FYI, is the child of the Trader Lord. Here sleeps the trader's child. I think that's a neat little detail. So now we can also go back to Zamir. Yeah, I think a quit out is just way easier to go back. So that still saves. And now we are back here. I can tell you, hey, I delivered the flower. Good God. I like that you can even see the fucking weapon she has in the background here. Like, I wonder... I don't actually know what her story is. Good. Easy Geo. I don't need it. I don't know why I'm farming for Geo still. I have 13,000. Okay. So, very tough fight this. Very, very tough. The most tough fight. Oh, he wakes up from that! He didn't usually do that. You could usually just okay. Before at some point, I don't know when that was, there was a time I vaguely remember where you could keep on dream nailing in Descending Dark him even when he was on the bench and he wouldn't wake up. It's not a possibility with this fight, and this variant does double oh, fuck you. Does double damage. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. I don't want to quit out on Enraged Guardian. Time to heal, because I was on very low HP. Oh my god. See, this is what I mean. Crystal Peak is just... You think everything's going well, and then it just down and down and down, ever. Oh god. Bogax? What was that? What was that little dance you were doing? What the hell? Oh, Bogax! I don't need it, I have double jump. Get me... Oh, no, not you again. Okay. Thank god you die in one hit now. Jesus Christ! Okay, confirmed Crystal Peak is the scariest area there is. Man, I was scared of, like, Deepnest and all that stuff. No, that actually went well. Ugh! Yeah, that was the sickest D-Dark I've ever done. Okay, so that's Crystal Peak done. Which area do I want to do now? That fucking crystal fly is not gonna get me again. Normally, before everything happened in Hollow Nest, the stack stations were a primary way that bugs traveled around until everything collapsed. And all of the stacks pretty much died. That's why in the stack nest, literally everyone... Oh, come on. Literally everyone is dead. There's not much... Not much else to say about that, but now you know, I guess. That's why that guy is called the last stack. He's somehow the only one that survived all of the collapse. That's where we met Cloth, rest in peace. Or not rest in peace, your soul rests in my dream nail. Rest. Not in peace, just rest. Alright, Elder Who, Pancake Guy. If you have Shade Soul, you can diagonally, you can horizontally dash through these pancakes, which definitely helps. Plus, this guy is a teleporting prick, so I advise doing this as late as possible just to keep your sanity. Come on! Stop giving me pancakes. There it is. And that is officially enough for the Awoken Dream Nail. We can get into White Palace from now on, boys. It is just fungal core. This is interesting. It might be interesting to explain some lore about the Pale King right now. How do you get into fungal core again? I also hear Mr. Mushroom yapping on somewhere. I don't know where he is. I'll talk about Mr. Mushroom first. He's just an NPC who comes, I think, from another world. You talk to him 7 different times in 7 different locations, and you can only talk to him, or understand him, I should say, if you have Sports Room equipped. At the end, at this 7th location, he shoots up in the sky and says, "I'll be back," or something. And there is a post-credit scene where he's seen shooting up out of Hollow Nest with the caption, "To be continued." So maybe he will be in Silksong. I have no idea. I am so lost suddenly with that. What am I doing? I have this map. I can just look at this. The fungal core is in this room. It's just on the left side. I'm an idiot. It's here. So the Pale King was... Who is he? He was a worm. He was seeking power. He comes from the egg where the King's Brand is obtained. And he has the power of foresight, which is interesting. He gave Bug higher thoughts. That's what he did. And why did he do it? He needs to be worshipped. That's just a quirk of worms, I guess. So the bugs followed the Pale King and forgot the Radiance, except for the bugs in Deepnest, as previously established, except for the Mantis tribe, except for the Trader Lord. The Hive pretty much sealed itself off. And sort of Greenpath, because they listened to but not entirely. But let's double back to him having the power of foresight. So, as a consensus, so to speak, the Pale King saw that he needed to protect the kingdom. He saw that Hollownest was doomed. That's why he took all of the precautions with the Hollow Knight and stuff. But there is something else about that, and I'm still looking for it. I hope it is here somewhere. Or is it this? Yes, this. If we look at this corpse and we dream nail it, Pale Worm, what good to foresee a demise unavoidable? If the Pale King knew that everything was doomed, why did he try so hard to control Hollownest? That's one of the big questions still. Because if he could see Hollownest was doomed, he could see he had to save it, but he could see that even that would fail. So why did he even bother trying to save it? I'm still a bit baffled on that, but this lore just keeps on fucking growing, and it is so super fucking cool, and I love it. Cool. Is there something in Ancient Basin that I still need other than this? I've gotten Monarch Wings, Broken Vessel, the Simple Key, the Grub, Pale Ore, the other Grub. I didn't get... Or I got Abyss Shriek, Shade Cloak. I didn't get Lifeblood Core. I might get that as well, maybe. Yeah, let's do Ancient Basin right now as well. It's not much that I have to finish, so why not? Right. All of my geo. All of the geo is max 3,000. But there definitely will have been people here that threw like 2,800 in there and didn't get a goddamn thing. Vessel fragment, baby. That is all of the vessel fragments. There it is. So we are good on vessels. And now we wait for the very slow count of 14 lifeblood. We're nearly there. Still waiting. And this door will open. What secrets does it hold? Apart from being a one-time area which looks very beautiful. I love the way this looks. There are two things in this room that I want. One is an arcane egg. Ow. Yeah, now I can technically lose all of my blue hearts. I don't care. One is an arcane egg and the other is the charm that I need. Yes, okay. So this is a relic that gets me 1,200 geo for it. There's only 4 of them in the entire game. I don't think I've ever gotten them all even. And this is Lifeblood Core. The charm that I'll probably never use. Right, so that's Ancient Basin done. Let's go back to this tram and continue to the Hive and the Kingdom's Edge. Let's do the Hive first, maybe. Alright, so what do we still need in this area? Really? Just one grub? That's it? One grub, a mask shard, Hive Knight, and Hive Blood. Alright, this is probably the most awkward grub location ever. And you're free. Okay, good. Your services are no longer required. Mask shard. Oh, is that the last mask? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. Okay. So we got also all of the mask shards. Nice. All right. And then it is time for Hive Knight. Hive Knight didn't always exist. There was a time where this lead up went to this boss fight and there was just nothing here. Luckily they changed that after a while. Ow. Alright, Hive Knight. I like Hive Knight. I like Hive Knight because it's a nail fight. I don't have to overuse spell. I'm still a primary nail user. And hey, it's not too bad of a fight either. Oh, that was it already. Ha! Oh my god. He's so easy. There it is. And then he just comes back to die. Does he say anything? Nope. He did. Now we get the best charm in the game, Hive Blood. It is not the best charm in the game. But we need it for Path of Pain. Or I need it for Path of Pain. I will double back later to what that charm does exactly if you don't know. Don't worry. Good. Kingdom's Edge. What do we still need here? Something that I think is really cool is all of the corpses of the bugs that participate in the Colosseum of Fools. Once they die, there's like a big poop chute at the top of Kingdom's Edge underneath the Colosseum where they just get dumped down. And I've been doing a lot of setup with this one NPC to get him into the Colosseum. But we may or may not see him somewhere in this area at some point. No. I'm not gonna deal with 3 fucking aspits up close. Markov is scary. I mean, he's not scary. I just have to take him slow. But from the warrior graves or warrior dreams and from all the bosses, this guy is definitely the hardest. And his first phase is kind of alright, but his second phase, my god. Ow. Finally! Okay. I mean, finally. That didn't take too long, but... Oh! That's a scary part. I think that's all the warrior graves, isn't it? He gives 300 essence, my god. Let's get the final nail arts. And then we can go back to Sly, yes! Nailmaster Oro. I did some research because I wasn't sure about this last time. All of the nail masters are brothers. And they all learned from the same great nail sage being Sly. There it is, there's the dash slash. It's also so stupid that you have to pay him 800 to learn this. He's the only guy you have to pay to learn the nail art. On to the next secret. This is possibly a lost brother of the nail masters. And I don't remember the lore on him. But if you want to know, you can look at the Hollow Knight wiki. After pogoing on him for a very long time, 2 hoppers will spawn, or 2 great hoppers will spawn. For some reason. Then, next secret is down here somewhere. And I'm gonna have to look for a bit and listen and feel some cues of the floor. Because you can go down very far. Is it not here anymore? Oh, okay. This breakable wall leads to a crack in the background, which allows us to dive very, very far down. In fact, it allows us to dive down so far even. I don't have soul. Okay. Well, oh, god damn it. I have to find soul somewhere? Where the hell in this economy am I gonna find soul? That's not something I want. That's also something you can only read with Sports Room. I need to go all the way back up to just get some fucking soul. Really? So as I was saying, you can dive so far down even. It's gonna take 12 years to get back. Why is there a hopper here suddenly? Where did you come from? Oh, now there's hoppers here. Okay, cool. You can dive so far down that you get into the ancient Basin vibe. Until we get to the big Georock. So this thing exists and it gives me 420 Geo. For some reason, this is here. I don't know why. It's just another little fun Easter egg. This is what I mean with I know a lot about this game. It's not particularly useful stuff. I never said that. I just know a lot about it. But if you're ever short on money in Kingdom's Edge and need a quick 420 Geo, there it is. Alright, there is Quick Slash. Oh man. Can you imagine this thing running around in Hollow Nest somewhere? Is this Bardoon's butt? Yes. So that's Bardoon. He's an NPC in in Kingdom's Edge. Where? Because I know where his butt is. Where's his face? It's way up, right? Fun fact: if you have a Lifeblood Charm equipped, instead of running away from you, these Lifeblood creatures will come towards you. Hello, Bardoon. This is the other side of Bardoon. So there's no lore about why Bardoon climbed up through Kingdom. There's Bardoon in the background! I never noticed that. Every single fucking time you play this game, you discover something new. I absolutely love it. Oh my god, wait, hold on. Bardoon is all over this place. What the hell? Are we nearing the poop chutes? I think we are. Yes, there it is. Okay, there it is, there it is, there it is. I mean, you get the gist, right? You can see that hole. That hole. That's where the corpses come out of. And they are spread all through Kingdom's Edge. So, I like the idea that you explore Kingdom's Edge from the bottom, work your way up, and constantly there's shit falling from above. And as a sort of little conclusion to Kingdom's Edge, you finally get to go in the Colosseum of Fools. I like that. 3 Colosseum trials, 1 life. Can I do it? Okay. This corpse, or this, actually the whole Colosseum of Fools, which is also shown on the map, this thing is the corpse of what presumably was either a higher being or something like those creatures we saw at Quick Slash or the one in Queen's Gardens. I think it was a higher being. Wait, hello. Hello, Zotes. I'm Zote the Mighty. Alright. And hello, Tiso. Hello, Tiso. Alright. You'll soon be entering the battle. Can't wait. Can't wait to see it. Something you'll see me do constantly here is charge dash slashes and great slashes. Mainly great slashes. Just for damage outputs. I need to remind myself to heal every single time I have the opportunity to heal. Okay. Fuck off, Primal Aspects. No. No. Okay. Oh boy, what a terrifying boss. Yeah, boss is done. Do we have the 2 mothers now? Yes. Oh mother. Oh mother. Oh mother. Yes. No, wait, isn't there like the big final boss? Yeah. Never mind, it's fucking Zote. Finally, we get to fight Zote! Oh my god. I love Zote so freaking much! And a Charm Notch. But this face. Hold on. Okay, panic, you're fine, we're fine. Oblobbles. There they are. Oh, look at that. You know, I don't want to complain, but I'd like to have a moment to heal, please. Just for a minute. Isn't a brooding Moloch gonna spawn in a second? Yeah, there he is. Okay, cool. Let's throw in another boss. Okay. Okay, scary. Got him. Ow. That is it. Oh my god. We are rewarded with 3,000 beautiful geos. Ooh, look at that. And I think in the meantime, both Zote and Tiso have had their part in the Colosseum. We actually got to fight Zote, we didn't see Tiso. So let's go find Tiso, shall we? Because if we didn't fight him, and he didn't win, there's only one possible place he could be, right? Which, unfortunately for Tiso, is not that great. Yeah. I'm sorry, Tiso. What does he say? Why? Alright, okay, cool. So that's enough of that. That's the Tiso plotline done. I mean, not entirely. But you'll see what I mean with that later. Okay, so that is Kingdom's Edge done as well. We should be at 97% right now. Yes, 97% completion. We need to do some Grim Troop stuff still, I think. But maybe it's not a bad idea to leave that all for next time, since this video is maybe going to be pretty lengthy as well, because I did pretty much every area except for waterways. I'm going to leave all of the upgrades for the start of next episode. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Okay, cool. We'll deal with that later. We're gonna fight the basic final boss, and we're gonna fight the real final boss at another moment. So, way back in the beginning of the first episode, I talked about how we already got that completion percentage. Technically, right now, let's assume we didn't have that for the whole thing. We have unlocked World's Fence, meaning that now we officially have that completion percentage. Alright. Hello, Mr. Hollow Knight. You can even see that his shell is cracked. Oh my god, it's so cool. The Hollow Knight. Right, let's do this. This is not a difficult fight. Wait till we get to the Radiance for that. Or all of Godhome. Ugh! All of his attacks are all infection and actual syphilis and horrible... Oh god, I hate it. But there is something interesting happening. Because one of the thoughts that the Hollow Knight has, because we know that the Hollow Knight has thoughts, is... This isn't good for me. I want to kill the infection. So he starts killing himself. Oh, I love this. It's so fucking cool and dramatic. I like the... I like it and I hate that. The fucking squish noise. Don't worry about doing damage when he's stabbing himself. All damage you do gets reverted to 1 damage. So there's really no point in trying to hit him other than getting some soul out of it. Oh, is that it? Yes, let's just casually heal for a bit. Alright, so now the Hollow Knight is done. And it is time for me to take in the infection. We are getting the first out of all of the endings where I take over the infection. And the Hollow Knight is freed at last. Oh, it's so cool. A seal gets placed upon me. And a new Hollow Knight takes its place. And that is the first ending. Yeah, we're gonna see these credits a whole lot. And that's it. Oh yeah, right! You played skillfully, improved, you have a steel soul. Thank you for taking time to explore and conquer the world we build. We'll meet again soon with a new challenge for you. So normally I would get 2 trophies. Yes, Steel Soul. Finish the game in Steel Soul mode. That's the first one. Oh, we're gonna get 1 trophy. Yeah, that's right. Next episode we're getting 3 trophies. We're getting Kill the Nailsmith. We're getting Kill the Nightmare King. And we're getting do 100% Steel Soul and finish the game. Oh my god. That all being said, I am going to leave it here. we have our checklist for next time. And we are going to continue with that next week, probably. So, yeah, see you guys then. Bye-bye.